The Gulf War was over, but peace never came. The U.S.-led coalition established a no-fly zone over Iraq to protect civilians and prevent Baghdad from rising again. It was a tense geopolitical border, guarded by patience and cold steel. The rules of engagement were simple. No aircraft may enter, but Iraq kept testing that limit. Any plane crossing the line, any hostile radar lock, was considered an act of aggression and could be met with immediate force. A pilot's life depended on obeying that unforgiving rule. Today, December 27th, 1992, it was Captain Gary Nordo North's turn to carry that responsibility. His F-16C Block 40, upgraded with advanced radar and AIM-7 Sparrow capability, was one of the most modern Vipers in the skies. It wasn't just a strike aircraft, it was a hunter. Preparing for a sortie inside the no-fly zone was a mix of routine and razor-edge tension. Every checklist was executed meticulously. Most important of all was the IFF system Identify Friend or Foe. A tiny mistake could lead to a catastrophic friendly fire incident. Nordo's primary weapon was the AIM-7 Sparrow. It was a semi-active radar homing missile, meaning Nordo had to keep his radar locked on the target all the way to impact. If he broke the lock or maneuvered too hard, the missile would miss. It was a double pressure. Fire, then hold the lock. Across the sky, the Iraqi pilot in a MiG-25 flogger was making a reckless move. The flogger was fast, but its systems were outdated. Still, it was unpredictable. Recklessness can be more dangerous than skill. Nordo flew his pre-planned patrol pattern. Time crawled. Boredom was a pilot's greatest enemy. But Nordo knew one truth. One moment of distraction could change everything. And today, that moment arrived. Suddenly, Nordo's RWR lit up. Beep. Beep. Fast and sharp. A signal from the north, a MiG-23 had locked onto his F-16. The calm was gone. Nordo immediately sent an IFF challenge and radio call. No response. This wasn't a mistake, not a malfunction. This was deliberate aggression. Nordo knew he was entering a real air-to-air fight. No turning back now. Nordo flipped the switch and hard-locked the MiG-23 on his F-16's radar. From this moment on, his life and the enemy's were tied together. Nordo requested clearance to fire. In modern air combat, a missile shot often required authorization. Those seconds felt like centuries. The MiG-23 kept closing in every kilometer, increasing the danger exponentially. The order finally came. Engage. Nordo didn't hesitate. The MiG-23 had crossed the final line. Now the border would be defended with missiles, not warnings. Fox 1. The AIM-7 Sparrow roared off the rail, streaking into the sky like a flaming spear. Nordo had one job left. Keep his radar locked on the target. His life depended on it. In the MiG-23 cockpit, the Iraqi pilot realized the fatal mistake. Chaff burst from the jet clouds of metallic strips meant to confuse the missile. His last chance to survive. But Nordo held the F-16 steady, nailed to the sky. Radar lock remained perfect. The AIM-7 punched through the chaff cloud and reacquired its original target, guided by what felt like fate. Impact. A flash. A deep, thundering explosion. The MiG-23 disintegrated into shards of metal falling over the Iraqi desert. It was the first air-to-air kill ever recorded by an F-16C Block 40. Nordo exhaled deeply. The sky fell silent again. One pilot, one decision, and a boundary had been upheld. Returning to base. This victory wasn't personal glory. It proved that when discipline and technology meet, the sky belongs to those who wait for the right moment to strike. The shootdown didn't just shift the situation in Iraq. It sent a cold message. The no-fly zone was not a suggestion, it was law. That day, Gary North didn't just complete a mission. He wrote the opening chapter of the F-16C Block 40's combat history. One missile fired, but a shot that defined destiny.